What's up guys, Matt and Blake from the Football Boots team, and today we're going to be the first to show you the brand new Adidas X18 football boots, worn on the feet of Gareth Bale. They look sensational, a proper upgrade from the X17s. But Mauro Icardi, what have Nike dropped just for him?
So like what Nike did for Harry Kane when he scored 100 goals in 2017, they've done it again for Mauro Icardi. He scored 4 goals in 21 minutes against Sampdoria in Serie A. He scored 100 goals in Serie A and he gets these very, very nice boots. We don't yet know if they'll go on retail. Potentially 100 pairs could become available. But Matty, talk us about the design there.
Well, out of design, of course, it is black and blue for his team of Inter Milan, and the gold touches in celebration of 100 goals. As you said, Harry Kane got his 100 goals, now Icardi's got his. Which ones do I personally prefer? I'm going to say Icardi's, just because they don't have the half and half design. It's a block colourway of all blue, little bit of black, and then the gold touches.
The next one we see, we're talking about blackout boots. A lot of blackout boots were launched last week, but this is the Blackout Future 18.1. Do you like these, Matty?
Yeah, good pair of football boots. If you ask me, what's the best of the rest? So not Nike, not Adidas. Yep. What is the next best boot on the market? The Future 18s would be very, very close. Alongside Mizuno's Rebel and also Neo, I'm saying the Futures, especially if you can get the low cut version. That's a serious pair of football boots in a serious colourway.
Talking about blackout colours, again, this is the 118.1 in a blackout. You saw it in the prototype version, but here it is in full blackout. I love this a lot. I won't ask you about this one. On to the next one. We are talking about the brand new France home and away kits for the 2018 FIFA World Cup. Now, Matty, home and away, I love them both. Which one would you go for?
I'm going to go for the home style, and the reason I'm going home style is because of the sleeves. It's all about Nike's brand new Vapornik technology, all across their clothing. It looks incredible. They've got a Barcelona tracksuit out right now, which is navy blue with a little bit of reddy orange, and it looks so nice. I'm all about that sleeve design.
Now, talking about smaller UEFA nations, we're talking about Iceland debuting at the World Cup in Russia this year. They got the new kits out, made by Area. I actually really rate them. I think they're quite patriotic. They're pretty much perfect for Iceland. Which one again would you go for?
I'm going to go with the home shirt, the blue. Now the interesting thing is, in Euro 2016, one of the best selling shirts of the entire tournament was the Iceland home shirt, because they did so well. They had the fans all doing the Icelandic clap. They were the big underdogs. Everyone loved them, and I think it might be the same for the 2018 World Cup, and those shirts are pretty nice as well.
So New Balance have dropped 2 new football boots, and I'll reveal them just now. This is the Conduction Pack.
Dead. New Balance, you are dead to the football boot market. I don't know why you keep bringing out the Vizaro. Nah, the Furon. Nah, I think you have got to get rid, start again. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to be an elite tier boot? Because you're not that right now. Or are you trying to be real cheap boot so you're affordable? No, not at all, because the prices are still pretty high. I think you've got to find your niche. New Balance, if you're listening, find what you're trying to go for and then absolutely nail it.
So in terms of colorways, on the Furon we see, I think the Furon's slightly better than the Vizaro colorway. Pretty much copper metallic is what you see on both boots, but the Furon is predominantly black with a copper metallic sole plate, and the Vizaro potentially has a different upper on that forefoot there. But overall, these are really ropey colorways. Bronze boots just never work. On to the next one. We're looking at a Blackout Copper Glow 17. And now this is a very nice boot. I'm pretty sure you'll like this. I won't ask for your opinion on this because it's a Blackout value boot. It's got to be good for everyone. Now the next one we see is Eric Bailly. This is his Tempo Legend 7s, but what has he done to the boots? He's actually blacked out the swoosh logo. Now a lot of players, when they're under contract, when they need to sign a new deal with either Adidas or Nike, they black out their entire boots. But what Eric Bailly has done, he's just blacked out that swoosh logo on the back portion, that flying portion of the Tempos. Now on to the Champions League. We'll talk a little bit about the roundup for the quarterfinals. We see Barcelona play Roma, Sevilla versus Bayern, Juve versus Real Madrid, and Liverpool versus Manchester City. Now someone said that this draw is actually favouring all the Spanish sides, and all the Spanish sides tend to have, always in the case, a better quarterfinal draw. Which match are you most looking forward to?
Most looking forward to, I was actually hoping for a Liverpool Bayern Munich game, because I can't remember last time I actually saw that fixture. Bit of a shame that it's Liverpool Man City. For me, I'm going to say the number one is going to be Juventus Real Madrid. If I'll go for the fixtures, I'll try and pick winners. Barcelona over 2 legs, I'm going to say they're probably unbeatable. Bayern Munich over 2 legs, I'll probably say they're unbeatable. Juventus, Real Madrid, I really don't know. Obviously, Ronaldo is back playing in goal, so I'm going to go Real Madrid with that one. And Liverpool, Man City, you can't go against Man City. 2 legs, 2 chances to beat Liverpool this time. I'm going to go Man City because for me, I'm going to say they're the best team in world football right now.
So knowing that you could see Man City play Real Madrid and you could see Barcelona play Bayern, that is such a strong semi-final. You always have a random team in the semi-finals, but that looks like it will be one of the best Champions League semi-finals we've seen. Now on to the hot topic, the topic of this video. This is Gareth Bale wearing what we think is the X18. Now what do we see on the tech specs of this boot, Matty?
Tech specs wise, for me, I think there's something different going on with the upper. It's not the best quality picture, but it's okay. But to me, I think that Adidas are actually going to give it their prime knit material. So they're actually going to go for a knitted upper for the first time on the X18s. But alongside the upper, we can see it's still got that external heel counter, but another big talking point is the actual collar material. It looks like a brand new type of tech fit. So far, the tech fit's been a bit one-dimensional, especially on those X16s and X17s, but now it looks like it's a little bit more of that neoprene material, which we first saw on the X15s, but I think it's going to give you a much tighter fit overall.
Now Gareth Bale, he does like to customise what he's wearing on his feet. Now this is his shot of the cold-blooded X17.1s, and as you can see there, it's pretty much got that upper from the X16.1s. Now the upper of the X17.1 is probably one of the worst uppers Adidas have ever put on one of their speed boots. It's not great at all, but Bale prefers that nice sort of ripped texture on top of that X17.1. I can see why. On to the next picture. Now this is in terms of design of that leak we saw previously. We can see that the Adidas 3 stripes, there's no Adidas logo on the side. We can clearly see that. We can see 3 stripes sort of on that forefoot lateral side of the boot. And it looks a lot, it reminds me a lot of this design. Now the upper of this design was actually quite bad, but that was the best design I've seen on F50. Now Matty, who is the other player wearing this black up?
Ruben Loftus-Cheek in training for Crystal Palace. Yes, they're in a relegation scrap, but he is wearing the brand new Adidas X18s on his feet as well. For me, I think he's a great player, and Palace are actually quite lucky to have him at the moment. I think he's doing a great job. Yep. But I love the silhouette on these. I think with how a boot looks on feet, I love the shape. They look very streamlined, lightweight. I'm a big fan of these, and to me, they're much more like an old school Adizero compared to the new X.
Now we've talked about the upper and the collar, but on the sole plate you can clearly see an external heel counter, so it's likely it will have a very similar version to sprint frame we have seen on the previous X solos. Now onto this, I'm going to ask you this question: which one would you go for? The X15.1, X16 Plus Pure Chaos, or the X17 Plus Pure Speed?
Well, I'm going to give him a bronze, silver and gold medal position. Now bronze straight away is the X15.1.
Yep.
Bad football boot. Then it comes to silver and gold, and it's quite close because the thing is they're quite similar. Yep. And I'm actually going to give the silver medal to the X17 Plus. And the only reason the X16 Plus, that upper, was exceptional. So thin, it had so much stretch to it, which means it really wrapped around the foot, and also there was a high level of grip.
And in the poll card now, I want you to vote in on which Adizero you thought was the best. Now Matty, which one would you go for?
Well, I've never actually had a pair of the Adizeros. They weren't a pair of boots that I went for. I was always more of the Predators. But given a choice, I would have gone with the Adizero 1 because I feel like the upper was probably the best quality.
I think I'm going to talk about this upper of the Hybrid Touch on the Adizero 4. I feel like this is the best. The Adizero 2 was also a very popular model with that external cage system. Adizero 5 was a really bad boot. Adizero 3 wasn't the greatest upper. I'm going to go with the 4 in this case.
So guys, that brings us to the end of the video, and as you can see, we've got the picture of Bale back on screen in the new Adidas X18s. But a question for you is, are you guys still getting buzzed about the X boot? Obviously Adidas have the Predator and also the Nemesis, so are the X even a pair of boots that you still get excited about? Let us know in the comment section below. But guys, as I said, that's our wrap for the day, so thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it as always.
We'll see you next time.